60 gigabyte PlayStation 3 for $599 US.
$700 USD. That brings me back to that fateful day in the early aughts when the PS3 was unveiled, and it was $600 USD. So if you have the money to purchase the PlayStation 5 Pro, you know what? Go on ahead. However, based on how things have been going, I don't think that's a good purchase, but if you feel the need to own such a device for such an exorbitant price, please proceed. However, here's the interesting thing about the Pro. The Pro is a digitally only console with a 2 terabyte hard drive. So, based on how a lot of PlayStation games are not optimized, especially looking at games like, say, Call of Duty or FIFA or whatever, those things on the PlayStation aren't going to be optimized, so they're going to eat through that 2 terabyte hard drive pretty fast, I imagine. But with that being said, if you do want to use discs on your PlayStation 5 Pro, I'm going to go ahead and assume that the disk drive that's already available for the normal PlayStation 5 is going to work on the PlayStation 5 Pro, and that will run you $80. Okay? So we are at $780 now, potentially. Now, of course, the PlayStation 5 as a network of systems now does not allow you to play online for free. So for a month of PS Plus Essential, that'll run you $10 USD. For the extra version, that'll run you $14.99 USD. And for the premium, that's $17.99 USD. When you hit 3 months, that's $24.99 USD for the essential. That's $39.99 for the extra and $49.99 for the premium. And if you want an entire year, that's 12 months, that will be $80. $79.99 for the PS Plus Essential. Okay? That will be $134.99 for the PS Plus Extra, and that will be $159.99 for the PS Plus Premium. So, that's just to play online, and you get a few extra features with that, depending on your pricing bracket, okay? And I'm just wondering at this point, how much is enough? Because at this point, when a console is $700, I would suggest that everyone just go out and buy a gaming PC. Seeing as how you're going to end up spending $1,000 in the long run anyway, I think you should go out, buy a gaming PC, and buy a 10 to 20 terabyte external hard drive. I think that would be the best way to go, because the problem now is that a lot of PlayStation games are coming to PC anyway, okay? So it's just a bit of a wonder as to where they're actually going to go at this point. I know everyone is enamored with Astrobot right now. That's fine. But to be honest with you, after the failure of Concord and after the Sony chief financial officer, Hiroki Totoki, coming out and saying that PlayStation doesn't have enough original franchises, he said that the company is lacking in intellectual property on the back of Planet Astrobot coming out. This means that despite there being a game that celebrates a ton of franchises that PlayStation both owns and is associated with, the higher ups don't feel the need to go forward with any of those, but they need new and fresh IP to go on with. This, I think, is a terrible business strategy, because why not use everything at your disposal to make your console successful. Why not use everything at your disposal to incentivize the consumer to purchase this console? It doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me, especially when you release a product celebrating what you both have and what has been associated with you over the years, despite some of those things now technically being the properties of competing companies like Microsoft. So, and the gross part about the comparison shots that they showed off in the presentation for the PS5 Pro is that compared to the PS5, the differences are negligible and they really aren't going to be shown in an accurate manner because the video is going through YouTube compression, obviously. So I'm wondering how valid it was as a concept to even show that off when the difference isn't really that noticeable. There's a slight one, but is that slight difference worth what, $100+ more dollars? It doesn't make a lot of sense to me, honestly. But like I said at the beginning, you do what you want, but please tell your friends about Polypede What's It